What's up, y'all? Cameron from Propel Hitting. Today we're going to talk about how you are getting yourself out and you're doing it on purpose. Let's go. Before we get started, make sure you smash the like and the subscribe so you can see all of our stuff and we can keep helping you out. So I said you are getting you out on purpose and it's killing you. So what do I mean? This is what I mean. Just because a pitch is a strike does not mean that you have to swing at it. Okay, so let's break that down a little bit. We all have strengths and weaknesses in everything that we do. Look at a hot or cold graph of any of your favorite hitters and they're gonna have spots that frankly they suck at and they shouldn't swing at any pitches on. They struggle with them, who knows why. It could be how they're made up, it could be their mentality, it could be anything. But everybody has a pitch location area that they're not super great at. So if the best in the world have areas where they suck at, you're gonna have those too. So there's this whole mantra of work on your weaknesses so they don't bite you, which I think I agree with partly. But realistically, we can't be great at everything. We can't even be good at everything. It's impossible. We weren't created to be able to do everything perfect, super well, even great. We just can't do it. Our bodies are made different, our vision's different, our motor preferences are different. All these different things go into us being a little bit different and not being able to handle every single pitch and every single pitch in each count. That's why you hear guys like Austin Riley talk about hunting zones.
You know, his slider starts here to be the last part of it, be a strike. If it's anywhere here and here, it's a ball automatic.
Yes.
So that's what I'm doing is I'm picking a window and I'm like, all right, I know if it starts here, I can go. And if it doesn't, I gotta check off.
And I've heard Austin Riley's hitting coach talk about how he is stubborn enough to wait, even if it means a couple at bats, till he gets that pitch so he can do damage. Because he knows that is the area in which he can handle, and if he goes outside of that, he has no chance. Check out this interaction from one of my boys that I've been hitting with forever. We're gonna go through this whole sequence about swinging at strikes and then we'll come back and talk. Watch.
So right here, we were working on not just swinging at strikes because they're strikes. Listen to the interaction right here.
I'm not doing anything with that.
So notice what he says there. I'm not doing anything with that, so I'm good to leave it. Okay, so here comes another pitch right here. He makes a great decision. Boom. Not what he wants, but listen.
I feel like that was better, That's it.
So here we go. He's in a great place mentally. We're troubleshooting his problem solving in the box, and now he's confident with 2 strikes. And bam! There we go.
So you can see I praised him very, very intensely with that first pitch. You know what that first pitch was? It was low and in with a 2-seam. That is not his ideal location. The way he's made up, the way he likes to move, the way he unfolds, the way his movement comes out, it is not ideal for knee to thigh inside. It's just not. But instead of going up and swinging at everything and feeling like we have to swing at everything, he knows what he's good at and he knows what he needs to look for. On the other end, what helps with that too is when we take pitches, our brain gets to track all the way in. So think about that. Your brain doesn't get to do that all the way, right? It usually has a point where it tracks to and then we swing. And it's been proven by science that like the last little bit, you don't actually see it. It's a guess and your brain guesses where it goes and it goes from there. That's why it's so important to see pitching in different angles and different movements and all that stuff because your brain can have a better guess. In 0.3 seconds, we can't do everything perfectly, so it's a guess. So now, if I can see a pitch, a fastball, a 2-seam, a slider thrown at a location that I don't do well at, I don't handle great, 1, I can just let it be a strike. But 2, now my brain gets a full perspective view to track all the way in. Is the slider more like this? Is it like this? Does it go like this? Does the fastball go like this? What is it moving on? When it starts here, it's a strike. When it starts there, it's a ball. So now I can make a plan going forward. And that's just off one pitch. Just because it's a strike doesn't mean that you have to swing at it. Now, I know that you're gonna have to work hard with 2 strikes. So what I'm saying here is not trying to go against what your coach is doing or preaching or having you do. We want you on base, but what you're doing damage. Completely agree with that. okay? But what I'm saying is when we're up an account or we have leverage or we're at a point where we don't have to swing, don't give away good swings. Don't give away barrels because it's just a strike. Think about it. You take a bad swing on a pitch that you can't do anything with, that is going to hurt you mentally more than anything. That could throw you off for the whole game. But if I shift the perspective and I'm in an 0-0 count and I see a fastball come or I see a slider come where I know I don't handle well or I'm not looking, that is easy to overcome. The bad barrel, the bad decision, the bad stuff, that's 3 problems that we got to solve right there. Instead of, hey, I didn't like that, but I got the track. So just because it's a strike doesn't mean you have to swing. Understand that it's very important for you to put yourself in situations where this stays positive. It's a supercomputer, and if you give it a problem to fix, it's gonna focus on fixing the problem, not beating the pitcher. You have to beat the pitcher. After is when we're gonna solve it. After is when we're gonna think about it. After is when we're gonna do that stuff, right? But we need to be able to quickly problem solve in the game and in between at bats. I've heard it said that great hitters make adjustments at bat to at bat. Elite hitters make adjustment pitch to pitch. That's what we want to be moving towards. That's what we want to be striving towards, is the ability to make adjustments pitch to pitch, because we're so ready, we're so locked, and everything that we're doing is working towards what we do well, not our cold area on the hitting zone. So if you want to see your production go up, stop swinging at things just because they're strikes. Work towards what you're good at, so what you're good at can show up. Keep grinding, y'all. This is Cameron with Pro Pellet Hitting. Keep going, keep growing, embrace it so you can make it.